Hey everybody, welcome. This is Wendy doing my weekly Facebook Live. If you are joining me after Monday, December 11th, that means that you are watching this after it's recorded. You also might be watching it on YouTube after the fact, and that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to let you know that it's not actually live after December 11th at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. However, I'd love for you to join me the next time live if you can. So today I'm going to be talking about the 2018 Occasions Catalog Paper Sampler, and I'm also going to be showing some tricks for some Christmas cards. And so we're just going to jump right in. So hello everybody that's joining me live. Hi Jen, hi Tiffany, hello Karen. Super excited that you guys are here. Okay, so for those of you who are not familiar with what a paper sampler is, several demonstrators offer these, and basically all it is a collection of paper from the upcoming catalog. So in the 2018 Occasions catalog, there are, I believe 8. Yes, 8. There are 8 different papers to receive. And I'm going to be providing a sampler of all of those. And there is a link in the post of this live that you can click on to reserve your paper share. So I'm going to go ahead and explain the whole paper sampler / share process to you really quick so that you're familiar with that. And we're going to thumb through each of these papers very quickly. So basically, the sampler is a selection or a sample of each of the papers from the new upcoming catalog. And the reason for this is simply so that you have a small amount of every single paper without having to purchase the entire pack. If you bought the entire pack of all of these papers, it would cost you $96 plus shipping and tax. So the way I've done it is I've removed the tax. I'm going to pay the tax myself. And you would pay $24 for all of these plus shipping. So shipping is $6.65, so it ends up costing $30.65, which is a third of the price. Actually, it's less than a third of the price of purchasing all of these packages in one big 12 by 12. And then it allows you to have a little sample of every piece of paper, and then you're able to decide whatever papers you like the best and purchase more if you want to. I personally purchase all the papers in the catalog because I don't think catalogs really show off paper really well. It's kind of hard to determine through a catalog what paper looks like in person. So I'm going to thumb through every one of these really quick, and you'll forgive me for not knowing the names of every single one of them. This one is called Picture Perfect, and I did show it last week kind of in depth. So I'm just going to thumb through it quickly, and if you want to see it in a little bit slower motion, you could look at my Facebook event from last week. But basically it's photographed on one side, and then the other side has these fantastic graphic designs. And so you would get one sheet of every single piece that is in this pack. So you would have a good idea of what your favorites were. These are the 6x6 packs that come, and there's 48 sheets total, and you're going to get a quarter of that. So my share is a little bit more expensive than some other people's share, but you're getting double the paper. So that's why if you go to another demonstrator and you look on their website, maybe their share is only $12 or $15 and it might include shipping. That's because you're getting half of the amount of paper. So just know that, like for example, this paper, you're going to get 2 sheets of the unicorns, 2 sheets of the wizards. So you see that you get 2 sheets of everything. So I literally take an entire 12 by 12 stack of paper and I cut it in 4s. So you're going to get a quarter of everything in every stack. So this one's called Magical Day, I think, or Magical something. And I don't think I can remember the name of this one. Tutti Frutti. This is Tutti Frutti. I'm doing pretty good, actually. So far, I'm 3 for 3. That's not bad. So really cute paper here. Then we've got like specialty papers like this one that's got the gold foiling, which I showed you guys last week as well. I cannot remember the name of this one. Painted with Love, maybe? I say I can't remember it and then it pops in my head. I think it's Painted with Love. Okay, and then we've got 2 sheets of all of these, which is the Cake Soiree designer series specialty paper. Then this is the dad paper. I call it the dad paper. I can't remember the name of it. I really can't, actually. It's not even popping in my head. True Dad or something maybe. I don't know. But anyway, 2 sheets of all of those. And then this is the black and white paper, and I can't remember the name of it. But this will be fun for coloring, sponging. You can do all kinds of stuff. You could color this with your Stampin' Blends. You could use colored pencils, watercolor pencils. You could use all kinds of stuff on this paper. And then this is the Glimmer paper, and it is Bermuda Bay, Dazzling Diamonds, and Lemon Lime Twist. So that's beautiful. So you will get 2, how many sheets? 2 sheets of each of those. Okay, so that is a paper sampler. Again, it's $24 plus $6.65 shipping. And if you want to get in on this, you just simply click the link that is in the comment section or the post description of this video, and you'll be able to reserve yours, or you can visit my website at loveandstampin.com, and there will be a button that says paper sampler. Click on that and it'll take you to the information. It's not, the button's not there yet, but it will be there soon. Okay, so all right, I wanted to share my Christmas cards that I've been working on. So I decided this year that there was no way possible for me to send Christmas cards to everybody on my list, because my list has grown customers and downline and family and friends to the point that I feel like I would have, it felt so overwhelming and stressful to create that many cards on my own that I just didn't feel like I could do it. So what I'm doing, instead of sending out Christmas cards to my customers, is they are going to be getting a 2018 occasions catalog from me with a celebration brochure and a letter tucked inside and a little just note telling them how much I appreciate them and love them. And so that's what they'll receive from me, because it costs about $3 per catalog for me to mail. So I feel like that's a great Christmas gift to them, and they love getting my catalogs. And then in addition, I'm going to be sending those to anybody that requests a catalog for me. So for my team members, I decided I would make handmade Christmas cards because my team is really special to me. They are like my family, and they're kind of like my own little club of stampers. And so I just felt like I had to send them all. I didn't feel like I had to. That sounds bad. I felt really deeply that I wanted to send all of them a handmade Christmas card for me. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to be making, so I made 122 Christmas cards, and it took me several days to get everything done, and they're really simple, but I thought I would show you some of them. They're all a little bit different, and so basically I wanted to focus on using up my embellishments that were Christmas embellishments that I probably wasn't going to get to use otherwise. So I really spent time focusing on how to use up those embellishments, and then in addition to that, I had some leftover die cuts and things like that that I hadn't used yet on a Christmas card. And so I wanted to make sure I got those used as well, because I didn't want to end the Christmas season and have all this Christmas stuff I hadn't used. So it was really important to me to make cards that were special and cute and use up my products. So there's a few different types, but here's one of them. So I had already made this tag. If you watched that video from me, this tag went on to a bag that had a diffuser ornament in it. And so I made several of these because I had some left over. I used the beautiful foil snowflake for this one. And then I had a bunch of these stitched embellishments left. So you're going to notice that most of them have this celebrate the season. Here's a little reindeer that I had colored with Zig Clean Real Brush markers, and I never finished making a card with it, so I used, sorry about that, my husband just called. I hope we're still live. Okay, and then this one is kind of the same as, oh, it is the same as this one. So what I did, let me tell you how I tackled this. I'm not going to show you all 122 because you can see a lot of them are the same. Here's the Christmas tree instead of the holly berry. And then I have different ones, but I decided I had a bunch of this quilted paper that's in the background here. And so I decided I would start with Whisper White cardstock, Crumb Cake cardstock, and quilted designer series paper. So I cut a whole bunch of those, all the same size, everything the same. Then I cut and stamped a whole bunch of the Celebrate the Season and decided everything else I could mishmash, deciding with each card how I wanted to design it. So I ended up with kind of an array of designs, and like you can see here, this one is kind of different. I'm just going to thumb through these and show you the ones that are a little different. Some of them are really simple like this. I used the clear, I don't know what this is called. It's from the Memories and More kit in the holiday catalog, and it was just like an acetate sheet with this really cool ornament on the front. So I used that. And then the ones I'm going to show you today are these guys. So I wanted something, I ran out of embellishments, and I wanted something to kind of go on the side of these sentiments. So what I did is I had a whole bunch of cards that were prepped that looked like this. They just had the sentiment, and like this one doesn't even have the sentiment or anything. So they just had the sentiment and this little embellishment that I had, and so it obviously needed something over it, right? So what I decided to do is make a bunch of gingerbread men, and I'm going to show you a trick. That's the whole point of this video, is to show you this really cool trick. So the thing about this punch, this is the cookie cutter punch, and the thing about it is that if you want everything to be different colors, it can get a little complicated and tiresome to deal with. So it's like, okay, I've got to punch a whole bunch of brown cookie guys, then I'm going to have to punch a bunch of red bows, and then I'm going to, you know, it's like you have to keep changing paper color, or it's crazy. So what I did is I made myself a template. You're going to love this. This is such a cool trick. I made myself this template, and I punched out everything, and then I stamped it first, and then I punched everything out, and I punched the bows out just white, just plain, but I stamped my cookie men, my gingerbread men first. And so then I got to going through this process, and I thought, you know, there's got to be an easier way to do this. I'm going to be here until Methuselah comes back or dies or whatever he does. And so I thought, I know what I'll do. So I cut a whole bunch of cardstock at 5.5 by 8.5, which is literally taking a full sheet of cardstock and cutting it in half, okay? I have a piece of Post-it note tape here, and I laid this piece over the top, like so. I took my soft suede ink and my gingerbread, and you want to make sure you ink him up really good. And I'm standing up while I'm doing this. I looked right over the top and stamped through the template. Now, I've done this several times at this point, so I'm kind of seasoned. It does take a few times to get good, and even here, like you can see, I stamped off a little. What I would suggest is making your template a dark color. So if I had it to do over, this is something that I thought of after the fact, would be to make your template piece, this piece, because see how half his head is missing? He got damaged. But if I had it to do over, I would have made this template piece a piece of like basic black cardstock, so that it would have been nice and dark, so I could see the white right through it for the stamping. So that's my extra tip for you. So you see how quick this is going. I'm stamping all 6 of my gingerbread men. And now you're going to understand when I'm done with this what I'm talking about. Okay, I messed that one up. It's kind of hard to do these on camera. So now I'm going to take my real red ink because I wanted his little bow to be red. And my piece of Post-it note tape is failing me, so I'm going to put another one here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take real red ink now, and I'm going to go into that little hole where the bow would be. And stamping. I'm going to then remove my mask. And you see, I kind of messed this guy up and this guy up, but that's okay. I am trying to do it on camera, right? So then when I go and slide this into the punch, I can line everything up. Okay, come on. I'm really going to be able to line everything up here. And punch. And every time I should get perfect placement. Let's not punch the ones that are a mess, okay? So I got perfect placement on all of those. And now I can just assemble accordingly. I was able to stamp and punch these much faster with this process, and I do believe it would have even been faster if I would have used, like I said, a piece of black cardstock as my mask. So then, because I had taken the time to sit and assemble all of these, now all I have left to do is the finishing touches. Sorry about my dogs barking. And I just use a little bit of multi-glue. You know what's going to happen is it's going to like spray out of there. Okay, there we go. And then I can just add his little bow tie and he's all done. Super quick and easy way to mass produce any cards that you wanted to make is by using that little masking technique for your punching and stamping. Because when you have a punch builder like this and you're wanting all these different colors, it can be super time consuming. So to me, the joy of using a punch is the simplicity and the quickness of it. And so I hate really taking away from that by then having a builder punch that I've got to punch 42,000 different things out of. You know what I mean? So it's just so much easier to punch it all at the same time. Okay. Okay, so also I think today I'm supposed to choose a winner for a giveaway and I completely forgot about that, so I'm not prepared to do that. So you guys will have to watch the Facebook page for later today to see who won that giveaway, and I will post it at some point this afternoon or evening. Sorry about that. Sometimes, you know, life just gets the better of me. Okay, so that's it. That's my little share for the day. Just a quick, simple tip to make some really fun holiday cards for mass producing. And I really hope you enjoyed that. And also, I hope that you take part in my paper sampler because I'm excited to share that. And then the last thing is, if you're watching this today, you might want to take advantage of the free shipping being offered by Stampin' Up! Through the end of the day. So you can, this is December 11th that this is being recorded. So December 11th till 11:59 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can purchase anything at any price and get free shipping. So you might want to check that out and take advantage of the free shipping offer. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Thank you for all your kind comments and messages here on the Facebook page and all your thumbs ups and hearts. I really appreciate those. And I will catch you again soon. Please take care till I see you again next Monday, and tune into my videos the rest of the week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.